What's up, YouTube? So today I'm going to be doing a story time for you guys on how me and my best friend stopped being best friends. So basically it was all over a boy. She liked this boy, this other girl liked this boy, you know, high school drama. Anyway, she liked the boy and she came up to me and she said, Tasha, you know, this girl was giving me dirty looks and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? And she's like, well, when I know which way she walks home, so I'm gonna run up to her and punch her in her face, basically is what happened. So she went up to her, she punched the girl in her face, whatever. I blacked out. I don't know if I hit the girl or not, and trust me when I tell you I'm not lying, I blacked out. So the next day we go to school, and the girl went to the principal, told the principal, you know, it was her, whatever. And they jumped me. So, you know, my mom came to the school. She said, you know, what happened? And I told her, I was like, look, I blacked out. I really don't remember. So they didn't suspend me, but they suspended my best friend. They suspended her and the girl for 10 days because it was on school property where they fought. So 10 days go by and they both come back to school. Now my mom, we're supposed to be going to Florida or Arizona or something like that the next week, and she said, you know, don't get into any more trouble or you're not going. So I said, okay. Right when the school bell rang, I went home. Not once did I know that my best friend was getting into another fight that day or whatever. So from my school to my house is almost like a 20-minute walk. So I'm walking home. I'm literally 5 minutes away from my house and I get a phone call. We're not going to say my best friend's, well, my old best friend's name. We're going to say her name is Jay. So I get a phone call saying, Jay just got beat up. So I said, okay, where is she? Oh, she's at the school. They beat her up at the on the stairs in the school. So I'm already almost home. So I don't know if I should go back to the school or not. So her friends were like, oh, you need to come back to the school and stuff like that. But I'm thinking, okay, if I come back to the school, what is there that I can do? So I called my mom. I said, you know, Jay just got beat up again. And my mom said, well, you know that there's nothing really you can do. Like, just, you know, call her and make sure she's okay. So I got home and I'm calling her. She's not answering the phone. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's still at the school, or maybe she's just upset at me, or maybe she got in trouble or whatever. So the next day we get to school and her minions, that's what we're gonna call them, because I don't appreciate how they approached me. So her minions came up to me and they were like, oh, you know that she was gonna get jumped and all this other stuff. And I'm like, how would I have known that she was gonna get jumped when I have no way to know that she was getting jumped or anything like that? So basically her cousin, we're gonna call her H. So H told Jay that I knew that she was gonna get beat up, that somebody came to our class and said that, you know, they're gonna beat her up. First of all, me as a person, if you tell me that you're gonna beat up one of my friends after school, I might not be fighting with my friend, but I'm gonna be there for my friend. So everybody's going around saying that I knew that she got beat up, which is a big fat lie. Because never in my life have I not been there for my friends. Anybody that is my friend would tell you that. So here she is believing he said, she said stuff because it wasn't he involved. oh, well, you're supposed to be her friend, and I'm like, I am her friend. So here is her minions again. Their locker is right across from my class that I'm about to go to. Here's her friend R. She comes up to me, clapping her hands. You knew that she was gonna get jumped, and you're supposed to be her best friend. How you gonna let your best friend get beat up like that? I said, well, you don't know who you're talking to. So, mind you, I don't like R at all. I don't like her. I never liked her. Before that incident, I didn't like her, and right now, to this day, I still don't like her. Why? I don't know. It's just something about her I don't like. So basically, I'm trying to tell Jay what really happened, and she wasn't trying to hear that because she got her minions in her ears. So I'm telling my mom, what happened or whatever. She's like, well, take it as a loss, basically. But the way, and like another thing, my mom was like, if she was really your friend, why would she want you to get hurt? Why would she want you to get into more trouble? So I'm like, yeah, but this girl's been my friend since elementary school. We've been friends. And to lose her over some he says, she said stuff is really irritating. So moving forward, we have a friend. Her name is A. We're gonna call her A. And she lives right around the corner from me and Jay. And Jay just had her baby, and I was pregnant with my son. So I go over there to see A, and Jay is staying with A. So Jay tells A, oh, well, I don't want her here because I don't want her to hurt my baby or whatever. And A was like, well, how is she going to hurt your baby? She is 8 months pregnant. What is she going to do? Pick her up and run away? So a couple days went by, and A's mom got involved, and she's like, well, what is the problem? I'm like, I have no problem with her. It's her that has the problem. And she's like, no, I don't have a problem, and all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay, so, basically I'm thinking we're on good terms now. No, not even close. So days go by, whatever, and I'm trying to, tell her, that I'm sorry that she did go through that and stuff like that, but she wasn't trying to hear it because her minions are still in her ear, right? Mind you, she knew me longer than both of these people, so I don't understand why she believed them over me. And another thing too, okay, if your minions were there while you were getting beat up, why did they jump in and why didn't they help you? Why am I getting the blame for something that they were there? They're supposed to be your friends just as well as I'm your friend. But the only thing is, I wasn't there. They were. So why am I getting blamed for something that I did not do? Something that I was not a part of. Something that I knew nothing about until I was like 5 minutes away from my house. So these are your friends, but they sat there and watched you get beat up. Let's start off with that. So I'm basically like, I'm sorry you had to go through that and stuff like that. So years go by, whatever, and no, not even years. I was still pregnant with my son, and I seen her minion, one of them, we're gonna call him K. K saw me walk into the store with my grandmother. He comes up to me, he says, "Oh, look, you're pregnant. You look so pretty pregnant." Dude, you were the same person that told Jay that I was one of the people that I knew that she was gonna get beat up. Why do you think that I'm gonna talk to you? What do me and you have to talk about? Because we don't have to talk about anything as far as I'm concerned. So my Nana, she says, "Oh, why were you so mean to him?" And I told her why. She said, "Oh yeah, I would have been mean to him too." So years go by. None of us still talk. Me and Jay, we're cordial. We'll, hi, bye kind of thing. But she's far away, I'm far away, so we don't have to see each other. Her minions, I don't know where they are. I really don't care about where they are. because they mean nothing to me. So, moral of the story is, if you have a problem with a person, then you should go to that person and say what your problem is in a nice way, because being mean and being rude will never get you anywhere. Don't believe he said, she said stuff. Go directly to the source and ask, because that's why a lot of high school friendships and childhood friendships end, because people talk. That's all they do is talk. Mouth keep moving like Pac-Man. They just keep talking, and it's not fair, because people don't care who they hurt in the process as long as they get what they want in the end. And you see, none of us have what we want in the end. And ever since then, I've never, ever call anyone my friend. I will never call anyone my friend, because the loyalty is not there. People call themselves your friend, and then they see one thing wrong with you or one flaw with you, and they will set you up to fail. So at the end of the day, I'm glad that happened, and I'm glad that we are not friends anymore, because that taught me to not trust everyone. And just because you knew someone for many years, that does not mean that they are your friend. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below for more videos, and I will see you guys soon.